defensive player. And he's probably I'm easily one of the 10 best players in the world. He's a hell of a player. I was disappointed. I'm not going to go crazy on the kid, but I was disappointed that he joined up with the super teams. But he had that right. But I was a little disappointed because I want to see competitive balance. I don't want to see 2 or 3 good teams. And I hear all these fools on radio and TV talking about, well, there's always been teams that are better. Yeah, but at least we had great players in other cities throughout the league. And then I think what's going to happen, these fools going to figure it out next year when they're locked out. Because these owners ain't going to go for this. I'm going to be sitting in Alabama fishing and playing golf like I do it. These owners, they're going to strike back because this is a business. And they're not going to have 3 good teams and the rest of the NBA sucks. They're not going to have that.
Kyrie Irving said today that he does not consider the Cleveland Cavaliers underdogs. Do you agree with him?
Well, they're the champs. I think you look at, I think there's probably 4 elite teams that got a chance next year. Obviously, the Warriors are going to be good. I think the Spurs are going to be good. Love the addition of Pau Gasol. You got the Clippers. Doc Rivers has done a good job going out and getting more space. Their bench is starting to get better. And you got the Cavaliers in the East. I think Indiana's got better. I think Orlando's got better. But the Cavaliers are going to win the East. But I think you got 3 really good teams. And listen, and let's don't sleep on Oklahoma City. I think they got I don't know if they can beat those elite teams, but I think Sam Press and those guys, they're going to be really good.
And the team that's continued to be elite, led by Tim Duncan, who just chose to retire. Give us some words about his career.
The greatest power forward ever. Obviously, that's easy to say. He's been amazing. The thing I like and respect the most about Tim is when his skills deteriorated, if you want to say that. I don't know if we've ever had, well, I don't know if we ever had a superstar in that position to pass the mantle to 1 year to Tony Parker for Ginobili, and to also pass it to Kawhi Leonard. That's seamless, to have no ego. First of all, to be a great player, you have to have an ego. But for him to just check his ego at the door, I think it's one of the greatest accomplishments. Just take my hat off to Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward ever. On my list, he's the 7th greatest player ever, right there with the Kobe 6, he's 7. And he's been amazing.
Now, we're obviously going to celebrate champions. There's going to be some comedic performances, some musical performances. But we're also going to celebrate those that we lost this year. So give us a couple words about the impact of Muhammad Ali in your life.
He's the greatest influence in my life as far as trying to stand up for #1 black people and poor people. I've always said that. Getting a chance to spend time with him is one of the highlights of my life. And he's always, being from Alabama, he's always been the most important figure to me, other than my grandmother and Moses Malone. And it was, it was interesting. It was kind of like, to me, Layla Ali, who's amazing with all the stuff that was going on, said something interesting. She said, you know what, as much as I love my dad, there was some part of me that was relieved when it was over. And I kind of felt that too. He's the greatest influence in my life, other than my grandmother, and I told you Moses Malone. And I got a chance to express that to him several times. But I did feel a little bit, I was kind of relieved when it was over, because he was suffering, and I hated that.
Right now it's time